Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. In today's video, we're talking about some new makeup releases, whether I'm going to buy them, put them on the wish list, or pass over them. And I think this week we have more releases than ever before. So if you want to hang out and talk about some new makeup, let's jump right into the video. So I want to first off start off apologizing for this lighting. I have my laptop right here, so it's like emitting light on me, and I was kind of holding out for some sun today, but it's super gloomy, but I still wanted to get this video up. So I guess we'll start out with Colourpop, who surprisingly has an overwhelming number of releases. I think I talked about 3 Colourpop releases in the last video, and they definitely added themselves this week. So the week that I am covering is, or the week that just passed was like Black Friday, so a bunch of brands had sales, and Colourpop, I don't even know what they did. So they came out with a bunch of gift sets that were already available. Once again, if you are new to these videos, I have all the information in the description box down below, including links of where to purchase things, availability, and price points. So they have a mini glitterly obsessed vault for $32, and it looks like it comes with 12 different glitterly obsessed. Lucky Streak Just a Tint Vault for $39, which includes, I believe it's 8 shades. A big box of lippie sticks, which is $69, which is re-promoted with holiday packaging. Big box of lippie pencils for $59, which is also re-promoted with holiday packaging. The Dream Big Monochromatic Palette Vault for $49, and the Star Crossed Colors Cream Gel Liner Vault for $29. So, one, I was really disappointed because this literally launched the day after I filmed last week, but I have had a lot of thoughts on this. To be honest, when I saw this, I was like, I should totally get that palette vault. But then I had to stop and realize if I haven't bought a single one of these monochromatic palettes yet, there's probably a reason why. And it's only, what, $49 for the vault, which is, $49, which is a good deal. But at the same time, I wouldn't use the red palette and I wouldn't use the blue palette. So I'd automatically be Xing 2 of those off my list, which then isn't really that good of a value. And honestly, I'd use the orange one very sparingly. I really want the green one, and I'll get that one eventually. The purple one I'd use if I had it, but when you're not going to use at least 2 of the palettes, it's not that good of a value. And I feel like sometimes vaults are just so overwhelming that I'm like, yes, I need all of these. Like the lippie stick one, I don't even know how many lippie sticks it comes with. You could wear one a day and have a different lipstick for like 3 months. And it's ridiculous. The glitterly obsessed, like I've never bought those. They don't interest me. So like I wouldn't buy those, but like I feel like it sometimes makes more sense to pick out your favorite colors. I love the Colourpop eyeliners, but I don't need every color. And Just the Tint lip crayons, I have one. I really like it, but it's one of those things that I don't think the shades make that much of a difference across the board. They are Just a Tint. So I'm skipping over that, but don't worry, they have a bunch more releases for us to talk about. So they came out with their holiday collection, which, if we're being honest, this is probably the first of many holiday collections Colourpop is going to come out with. And this is the Good as Gold collection. And I didn't even see this come out. It's kind of funny. I saw a video on YouTube about this first before I saw the collection. And I was like, when did this come out? I feel like their releases are so overwhelming. I'm actually planning a video that will come out in December. Well, I guess it is December, about all of the Colourpop releases for 2019 and kind of just breaking them down because I feel like Colourpop has been talked about so much for their excessive releases. But the Good as Gold collection includes one eyeshadow palette for $18, which I can't remember the name of the eyeshadow palette this looks like. I will put a picture of it up here, but it looks like one of their already existing, like one of their way back when 12-pan eyeshadow palettes. And that's the first thing I thought of, except this one has a pressed glitter and like 2 more shimmers, but definitely reminisces of something they've released before. There's always the Hey Big Spender duo, which is a cream luxe lipstick and lippie pencils, and that is $12, and they have 3 different sets of the lipstick, 4 different sets of the lipstick and the lip liner, which I actually don't think is a bad idea. Then you have metallic liquid liners, which are $9 each. And you have bronze, rose standard, which I'm assuming is rose gold, and gold rush. I'd be interested in seeing people use those on their channels. I don't know how often I use them. I'd prefer a glitter liner over metallic liner personally, because that's something I'd use more. Either like a matte black wing or like a glitter cut crease. And then they have lashes for $8 each, which this is available tomorrow if I can get myself to edit quickly enough. And it's not that this collection is bad, it's just so overwhelming. And we literally had a butterfly collection last week that at this point, I'm just drained when it comes to Colourpop. But if that wasn't enough, they're also coming out with their Cyber Monday launch, which was the curated 24-pan single shadows with the butterfly, which the packaging of the palette's really pretty. So it also includes some new shades, and it is $39, which is the Cyber Monday price. And then you have another curated eyeshadow palette, which is just 12 pressed glitters, including new shades, and that is $19, which is like the Cyber Monday price. Lashes, which are cyber price of $5, the regular $8. They came out with 3 new lash styles, but like, that is also, what is with 3 consecutive butterfly themes? But that is ridiculous. One, I would never use the pressed glitter palette. I think we all at this point know how I feel about that. But even the curated palette, it has those pinky vibes, that like pink purple vibes that the Flutterby collection had, and like your basic 8 neutrals, but it's so much makeup coming out at once. Like, I understand it's Cyber Monday and people do a lot of their holiday shopping, but you literally just came out with the butterfly collection with its exact color scheme. And then they came out with Ulta exclusive palettes. So once again, they're more butterfly themes, which, am I missing the butterfly movements? They came out with 3 different palettes. They have pressed glitters, they have shimmers, and they have metallics. But the collection also includes lashes. So they're $8 a pair, which I think is a good idea to actually bring your lashes in store to Ulta, because it allows some like affordable lash competition with like Kiss and Ardell and Eylure. And then so you have a Super Shock Trio, which is $15, and there's 3 different varieties. You have the palettes, which are $18 each. You have Gimme Butterflies, Butter Me Up, and a Flutter. I think the one on, there's the neutral one, the pink one, and like the more bold one. I think the more bold one is pretty, but it's not really my makeup preferences. Then you have So Juicy Lip Duos, which are $12 each. I've tried the So Juicy lip glosses. They're not my favorite, but this is ridiculous. I think putting it to Ulta is a great idea, and I actually think this end cap would be pretty. But one, I literally just purchased a Colourpop eyeshadow palette. I just purchased the Go in Coconuts like 2 weeks ago. It's what I have in my eyes today, mixed like a bunch of other stuff. Like, it's funny because like I'm gonna have a get ready with me coming live on my channel this week using this. I talked about this last week. Like, I was so excited to get this because it was like the new release, but this is like so outdated by 5 releases, and it's literally been 2 weeks. I guess if you're someone that like an Ulta shopper that's not really accustomed to Colourpop quality or doesn't really know much about Colourpop, this is great. But none of these products, well, maybe the lashes, but I don't really wear lashes, but maybe I try a pair. But none of these really intrigue me. I like the fact that Colourpop's at Ulta, especially the fact that like the concealer, I picked up a Super Shock highlighter from there. I'd like to see the Pretty Fresh moisturizer go in there as well. But I don't need this. This is ridiculous. And if they came out with 4 collections for Black Friday, I just don't even want to know how many collections are going to come up with their holidays. Oh, before we're done, Soul Body came out with something, which, yeah, they're technically different brands, but I consider like the Soul Body and Fourth Ray Beauty part of Colourpop because they're all sister brands. So I just saw this today as I was sitting down to film, and it is another Cyber Monday drop, and it is the Bottle Service, the Soul Body Minis. They're mini shimmering dry oil kits. The price for the kit is to be announced, but they're individually $7, which is a special price because they're $10 regularly. And you have Opal Teeny, Mint Julep, Lemon Drop, Peach Bellini, and Pink Champagne. You could also add a body kabuki brush, which is regularly $12, but now it's $8.40 for Cyber Monday. This will be available tomorrow Cyber Monday, so I'll be available tomorrow, but I am not a shimmering body makeup person. It just like doesn't work for me. Also, it's December. It's supposed to snow where I live. Like, I'm not showing anything that's going to be put dry oil or shimmering body oils on. Also, like the fact, I wonder how the colors would look. I'm assuming it'd just be the color like reflex, not like the actual color of the liquid. But I didn't buy the original release. I'm not going to buy this release because this just isn't something that I would use. Maybe if I lived in a warmer climate or I like tend to show more skin and liked body makeup, I would buy this. But this release isn't geared towards me. A release that I have to say really disappointed me comes from Lady Gaga and Haus Laboratories. So she came out with her Glam Room No. 9 eyeshadow palette and a Hasla Rhea Abron Oh, Haus, which is a brown liquid liner. And more. When I think of Lady Gaga, I think of the meat dress, her coming out with an egg, like the Bad Romance costume videos. And then this eyeshadow palette looks like something that like Lawless Beauty's the one. That's immediately what I thought it was, like another mini one. It's like Violet Voss. Like Lady Gaga kind of is in a lane of her own where she's really adventurous and kind of does her own thing. And this looks like the neutral eyeshadow palette that like every brand has. And when I thought Lady Gaga makeup, I was like, yes, it's gonna be Lena. Like I would expect like blues, purples, greens, like yellows, like a really super colorful palette. And maybe this can reach a wider audience, which I get because more people would wear neutrals. But this isn't what I think of when I think of Lady Gaga. And it kind of just doesn't meet my expectations for where Haus Laboratories has gone so far. Let me know down below, like, what do you think about this release too? Are you also kind of disappointed, or are you planning on picking this up because you're a Lady Gaga fan? I'd love to know your opinion. But speaking of palettes that kind of match personas, we finally have Kesha's palette, what it looks like. She did a video with James Charles where they used her palette, and it's not for me, but I could see this being Kesha. This will be available December 3rd, which should be Tuesday, online at Kesha Rose Beauty. And as always, I'm reading the new information off the Trend Mood 1 Instagram page, so I always have her linked down below. But this palette isn't for me, but I like see Kesha in it because like with Kesha, she does have like really wild and loud outfits. And like, yeah, she wears glitter. So as much as I'm not a pressed glitter person, I can't fault her for having glitter in a palette, which is like her aesthetic. So I'm not gonna buy this, but I'm not upset with it. Like this is what, like I could see Lady Gaga coming out with a palette like this with these colors because like they're both colorful people, and I don't know. Let me know if you're gonna buy this. I like Kesha, but I don't like this eyeshadow palette enough to have it in my collection because realistically, I know I would probably do a review with it on YouTube and then never touch it again. A release that is really cute, but really not for me. It comes from Makeup Revolution. And they're coming out with the teddy bear palettes. They retail for $15 each, and they're online only, and you have 5 different shades. Honey, which is the warm brown and golden hues. Rosy, which is pink pops of color and bronze shades. Jet, cool, neutral, earthy tones. And Lulu, which is the bright pops of color. They also have this palette with little dogs on it, which is super cute. And it is the Revo-Pooches shadow palette, which is $15. The 3D case has 4 dogs, and they all belong to members of the Revolution team. Didn't Too Faced do this with the Clover collection? Didn't they have Clover because it's Jared Blandino's dog on the collection? I think the palette looks cute, and the dogs look really cute. And then you have the Donut Tray donut palettes, which are $18, which are eyeshadow, blusher, and bronzer palettes, and a beauty blender. I can't find a picture of the donut one anywhere, but this release isn't for me. I think if you have like a young niece, a nephew, like a daughter or a family member, or like a friend that's like a young child that wants to get into makeup, this is cute. But I would not get the best feedback if I had a teddy bear palette. Plus, like these colors I have. I actually haven't tried any eyeshadow palette products from Makeup Revolution. I've tried a bronzer, a foundation, a concealer, a foundation stick. Is that it that I've tried from them? I think that's it. I'm interested in trying more from the brand, but overall, this release isn't gonna get to me. I'm in my late 20s. The puppy and teddy bear palettes just really don't meet my need at this point. A release that I think is really nice, but really late comes from e.l.f. And they're coming out with glitter eyeshadows, which that's great, but I thought every brand already had this. So they are coming out with liquid glitter eyeshadows. It's a gel-based formula, long-lasting, quick-drying, in 8 different shades for $5 each. I think the blue shade is really pretty, but it's something that I really thought most brands came out with. I know e.l.f. is at a pretty affordable price point, and they are going on a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. Oh, these are available now if I didn't mention. So it might be nice. I am very happy with my liquid shadow collection, probably a little too happy with it. I have way more liquid shadows than I know what to do with because when Stila sets were at TJ Maxx, I kind of just bought them all. So I don't need these. I would be interested in trying them out eventually, but I definitely have to use some of the ones in my collection first. Honestly, that black one with sparkles is like staring at me, and I never wear black smoky eyes. It's something I want to experiment with one day, but like Let me know what you think. I think this is great to add to e.l.f.'s line. I just feel like it should have come out with a little bit more recently. But I think those are all the releases we're going to talk about today. Let me know down below which releases caught your eye and which releases you aren't interested in. I felt like overall it wasn't a busy week, except for Colourpop, who launched a billion products for Black Friday. But let me know what you think down below. As always, if you like this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. I post a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'd love to have you come back and join me. But that's going to be all for today. Thanks for watching.